All right, test one, test two. Test one, test two. This is Mind of a B.M.C. and this is run number 2. And I hope this video goes well. Hey everybody, Lance here, Mind of a B.M.C. I'm on my way into work, as you can see here. But I want to drop this video today because what happened over the weekend with the National Basketball Association. Now, in full disclosure, I intentionally waited to do this video because I was going to do it Saturday night, and I decided to change my mind because I wanted to see what everybody wanted to say first. Now, I'm going to open this video with a question for everybody. Where were all of you when people like me was sounding the alarm 30 years ago? I honestly want to know that question. There's a reason why for this. I knew back in the 90s that games are being tanked. It doesn't take a genius to figure that out, to trust your eyes on that. And I'm going to give a perfect example of this. This is the reason why I stopped watching the NBA. Was the 1996 NBA Finals. Go back and watch that series and tell me that games wasn't being tanked. See Eric Snow at the end of one of those games, he just passed it to Jordan, and after he claimed he didn't see him when he looked right at him. That's when I knew. My question is now, the people involved. I'm trying to figure out now, we got a coach and a player so far. Now the coach Chauncey Billups, I watched Chauncey in college. I don't think he knew, but he was a victim of circumstance. Not a player, for the life of him, I can't remember his name, to Miami. Here's what really irks me about this. The NBA knew about it before he got traded from Charlotte. So the NBA is just as culpable. But you gotta start asking your questions. Questions like, why did people gloss over this for as long as they did? Honest, this is an honest question I really want to know. And people sound so stunned, like, don't feed me that crap. You knew to an extent. And when what was that ref's name? Tim Donahue. When he got popped by the feds, he blew the whistle then. And I think that was 10 years ago. Be honest with you. And it's one of those ones where a lot of it is chance, a lot of it might be circumstance. I'm talking about the players. Keep that, I'm referring in this case here. Why even go down that road? Bad officiating, even with the bad officiating, phantom calls, blah, 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 blah. That's why I switched to college basketball. Now, I'm not saying that college is 100% immune, excuse me, because honestly, I don't know as far as college. And I'm pretty sure it happens there too, but as far as pro sports is concerned, I knew this is going to blow up as soon as they allowed sports gambling on a large scale. I knew it. And I knew that basketball can be first. Now you got the baseball issue with the two players from the Cleveland Guardians, excuse me, I almost said Indians, the Cleveland Guardians. And MLB has been real quiet about that. Then I hear people complain about the NFL being the same thing. Now, here's the deal with the NFL. And yes, I saw the videos from that one mobster, and he was talking about that in depth, how players can be bought. The NFL is a little bit different because, yeah, you can buy a player, but the problem with the NFL is, let's say the person's on offense. I'm going to take your random wide receiver. If a defense finds that out, and they're not involved, let's get real, a bounty goes in that player's head. I mean, it is what it is. So it's one of those ones, I don't even say this is a scandal, or not even necessarily a work from a wrestling standpoint. I'm saying that this is going to be bigger than it's probably going to be. It's going to hurt the NBA even more, and probably the worst of all of them, because I honestly believe that the NBA, going back to the Stern era in the 90s, knew it was going on, but the money was so good from the advertising dollars and the television dollars, he completely turned the other way and let it ride out. And it'd be real interesting if Mr. Stern was still alive, because they probably subpoenaed him. Now with their new commissioner, he's pretty much as culpable as also, even though he's been quote-unquote cooperating with the FBI, which I call BS on that from the beginning, because he is going to drag the NBA down and everything else is going around it back to late 1970s NBA issues, minus the drugs. Now, I'm going to split this into two parts so everybody knows. I'm going to split it between the players and the mob, because the mob, the FBI will handle that. I don't know what's, and I'm going to let that play out, so I'm not going to say a word about that side. However, for the players, do you really think the casual basketball fan that turns on a game, given what's going on, is going to trust you giving 100%? And I'm being dead serious, especially with things like load management, the lackadaisicalness. I know it's not a word, but run with that for a second. You know, the I don't care attitude of NBA players at times. They don't care until the fourth quarter, or, you know, things like that. People see those things. And I'm sorry. I haven't gotten to the NBA in years and years and years and years and years. But the casual fan will just straight turn you off into the sports ball between all sports. They see stuff like this, like, why would I watch you? I find my time spent elsewhere and better. And that's what's going to happen. Now, I don't know, it won't be an immediate thing, so keep that in mind. I'm a big sports guy, especially when it comes to college sports. But it keeps going down and down and down and down, especially with the betting involved. You opened up sports leagues, and even college, I think they're allowing betting too, which is a bad move. With such NIL, and I'm not even going to talk about the NIL. That's a completely different subject for a different day. But it's not going to end well, guys. I'm letting you know, it's not going to end well. And you can say what you want in the comments below, because I know I'm going to get blowback from this. But if somebody like me, at a 16-year-old, saw this in 1996, and like I said at the beginning of this video, you want to sound shocked now? Give me a break. Give me a smeggin' break. And I hope, and I hate saying this, because I know a lot of people who follow the NBA, if more players, and I guarantee you, it could be upwards of half the NBA, and I'm talking players, coaches, people in the front office, you could have owners involved. I don't know how deep this is going to go. I really don't, because it looks like the FBI is going hot and heavy on this. And if that's the case, then look out, because this might expand big. And when you start seeing, and this gets bigger than big as I think it is, you start seeing NBA crowds of 4,000 or 5,000 at arenas, and they can't cover the bills, you're going to see bad things happening to organizations and to the league itself. Well, folks, I'm going to get off here. I'm pretty long-winded. Let me know in the comments below. Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I totally off base? Let me know. Once again, this is Lance, mind of a black, moderate conservative.